relationship between the two nations is poised to deepen, and with some of the changes taking place now, the doors are opening to two deeper forms of engagement that I think many universities will be interested in. I think in the long term we need to learn more and more about Indonesia's emerging needs. In making that leap and leveraging new technologies more, it requires a new form of training. So we're looking at online models to help people upskill in areas that are going to be important to the new economy. And also, how do we bring people in rural areas and regions into that sort of contemporary model of engagement? We don't want to just emphasise our engagement with the cities. Indonesia is a big country with a large population. We need to work out the models by which we can help train it against its needs across all of its geographies. Monash is heavily engaged in Indonesia, and it always has been since its inception with the New Colombo Plan, which sent a lot of Indonesian scholars to Australia. A few years ago we changed our strategy and said we needed to be working more directly with people in country on education and research. Along that journey we established an office in country to help us engage with our alumni, with government and with industry. We've deepened our engagement with university partners, which means we do more in the way of joint programs. We were also instrumental in the establishment of the Australia-Indonesia Centre, which works on both research and education initiatives. So Monash has moved to a model where we have a large array of activities, and we're really looking to see what we should do next to deepen our arrangements and our engagement in country. The report's a really useful piece of work at a very timely point in the development of the relationship between Australia and Indonesia. It captures a number of dimensions that are becoming important to those of us who work in Indonesia. I think it gives a greater degree of clarity to the array of models you can apply, the ways in which you can deepen your relationships and collaborations, in many ways what success can look like, and some of the pitfalls. The message for me from the report was that institutions should sit back and look through the totality of models available to them, and then more coherently develop a strategy that engages the appropriate components and then leverages them up more fully. So you end up becoming more deeply established in the areas that work for you, while not having to do a bit of everything. Key elements of success are really around the longevity of engagement. Things don't happen quickly in these international frames. You have to build the relationships and the depth of understanding of each other. Along the way you build a lot of friendships and networks, and those become instrumental in the ways that you're going to deliver whatever your business model may be.